Watcher everybody, and welcome back to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I am your host Zeus, and I bring you another shit game time, and this time I'm going to be tackling Tom and Jerry, hated that cartoon, on the Amiga 500, and this is a paid request by YouTuber Ray C. Hello mate, how you doing? God blimey, tell me you didn't end up playing this game back in the day. As I just said, I hated Tom and Jerry cartoons. It reminded me of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck, I loved those cartoons, the original 1950s cartoons where he was completely wacky and loopy and he partnered up with Porky Pig a lot. Those are original cartoons, they were fantastic. But I hated Bugs Bunny. I always looked at him as some goofy, smart-ass bastard who never got his comeuppance. And I always wanted him to get his comeuppance. But it never happened. So, I mean, look at this. This is oh dear, oh dear. So here we, look, before I carry on, we've got to collect all these cheeses without, and now Tom's just murdered me. And the music is dreadful. This is Amiga 500 bloody Paula sound chip. This is terrible. I'm just going to stay there for a minute and see if he gets me. So this music is absolutely awful. It sounds out of tune. It's just nasty. Anyway, let's let the time tick out. I'm busy chatting about this thing. If you want to get me, Jerry, there we go, whatever. Yes, Bugs Bunny, didn't like him either. Never seemed to get his comeuppance. He was a sort of smart-ass little shit. And it's the same as Tom and Jerry. Jerry never got his comeuppance. I always wanted Tom just once to get his hands on Jerry properly. But I suppose that would be the end of the franchise then, wouldn't it? And Wile E. Coyote, there's another one. Roadrunner never got caught. You know, it's just once, please. Anyway, never did like Tom and Jerry cartoons, and I'm certainly not going to like this game. It sported a £25 all but a few pence price tag back in 1989, and let's just see who it was published by. Inner Price, Magic Bytes in Europe, developed by unknown, and it was programmed by Kevin Mickelson, Winfried Stappert, Winnie whatever, Ralph Vogel, I can't read that, music by Alan Peterson, and music again by Jim Rankensberg. I mean, I hope you didn't give up your day job, because this music's terrible, awful, and when you die, listen to that. Right, anyway, look. So the idea is Jerry has got to collect all the cheese, I think, defuse a bomb or something. Where you going, you stupid little rodent? The collision detection's awful. Controlling this thing is a nightmare. And I've just got raped again. Look, here we go. Murdered. You see, second, and that awful laugh. See, there's the bomb. So how do I? And I don't quite know. Why aren't you going up? That's it. See, some you can get through, others you can't. Oh, look at Tom's face when he jumps. That is creepy. Absolutely creepy. So how do you... You can't jump anymore, can you? It's not as if you can... Oh, piss off, Tom. Why couldn't you have done that in the real cartoons? Oh, it's just... The inertia, again inertia. And apparently you can do something with the telly, you can change the channel. I don't know how. I can't seem to do anything about a jump. I mean, is there another button to press? I couldn't find anything about the... Oh, I've gone in this hole. Oh, whoop. Okay. How do I get through that hole? I thought you were supposed to collect all the cheeses. I ain't even done this stage before. And again, the music is horrible. It shames the Paula sound chip. It's awful. God, blimey. Oh, now I'm on a second. Okay. Well, I didn't even pass the first level, did I? I didn't collect all the cheese. I've never even seen these levels, to be honest with you. Jump! No, go away, you... That laugh. Awful. It was back in the days when cartoons were unique and funny. Now, if you've ever watched any kids' programs of today, it's all CGI. Ah, beat ya. It's all CGI. It all looks the same. Whereas in our day, you know, we had cartoons like Trapdoor. That was all stop-start motion. Cartoons were drawn, you know, by literally pen and ink. Now it's all just cheap CGI and it all looks the same. Same CGI, just different coat. What happened there? Am I dead? I'm dead. Hey, go on, eat him. Go on. Let's have another go. Bounce up there. Get the cheese. I don't know how many bits of cheese you got to do. I don't want to go up there. And yes, I do, because he's just killed me. And I could do without that laugh. It's awful. And now I'm stuck. That's another thing, yeah, you get stuck between these damn platforms. You can't get out of some of them. Jump. Yeah, so I don't think you can change... According to the instructions, you can change the... Look at him, he's waiting for me, little bastard. Oh, you can drop items, okay. Can I get in there again? Yeah, screw it. Yeah, if you watch all the cartoons, because I've got a youngster, it's all the same. It's just a CGI with a different dress on it for each cartoon. It must be so cheap to make now. Whereas back in the day, when I grew up with cartoons, everything was, you know, it was properly drawn. Each cartoon was unique. Jump. Come on, jump. Yeah, it's horrible to control. How can you charge £25 for this? This shouldn't even been seen light of day on the Amiga. Look at him. Bastard, waiting for me, innit? It should not have seen the light of day on the Amiga. This is no more than an 8-bit game. 1989, it's the same year Shadow of the Beast came out. Let's just sort of put it in perspective here. No, go away! I can't get up there. Oh. Awful. No, you've put me in a place I can't. I've got to get on that light. Yes. Well, I've got the cheese, but he got me. Is that it? 30 seconds. No. Oh, there's a mouse hole there. Go away! Oh, I want to get on there. See if I can get into that mouse hole and get to the next level. Oh, damn it. Come on. Drop. Yes. Okay. I don't really know what the purpose of this level is. I'm just going to stay here. Oh, great. Landed straight into that. Is that it? Where am I now? Oh dear. Oh, see, you get trapped as well sometimes. You can't work out where you got to go. And Jerry's going to... Tom, here he comes. Go on then, muller me again. very annoying. I just can't get my head around how you can charge £25 for this. £25. The same sort of price for, you know, games that justified the price tag. You know, £25. What was you getting for £25 on Amiga? Did Stardust, was that sported a £25 price tag? Wasn't more than that, was it? So for the same amount of money, you're getting this. It's just utterly crap. I don't even really know what I'm doing. This is just bollocks. And here he comes again. He's going to come and bloody have me. I think if anything's going to do your head in most, it's going to be the music. It's awful to the ears. Look how creepy his face is when he jumps up. It's just creepy. And he's stuck here. Will you move? Awful. Just stuck. And my time's going to run out anyway. We ain't playing this much longer, I can tell you. No, I'm stuck now. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I thought. Just gonna keep fucking running. Screw it. Go in there, see what's next. I don't know if there's an ending to this. I mean, you had Yogi Bear's Great Escape. That was a good little game, even on Amiga, but it didn't sport a bloody price tag of this. I think it sported a £7.95 or £10.95 price tag. But this is £24.99.95. What happened there? Oh, time up. Well, I'm not going to play this anymore because it's absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Yeah, I haven't seen any favourable reviews apart from one. He must have been on. He gave this 54% for 1989 on the Amiga 500 for a near £25 price tag. He seems to think it's not a bad game. Could do with a few tweaks here and there, and it'd be a corker. Be a pretty good game, but it's not. It's just bloody. It's a license to those greedy bastards of Tom and Jerry cartoons. And I don't even remember Tom and Jerry being played back in the 80s. I mean, when I grew up, when I was a kid, and I was late 70s, early 80s, yeah, I'd see them. But I don't recall these Tom and Jerry being replayed in the very late 80s in the UK, unless it was an up-to-date version. Maybe it was, but it wasn't the original cartoons. They sort of stopped playing a lot of them. Yeah, I remember seeing, you know, Daffy Duck cartoons and that lot, especially during Rolf Harris's cartoon time at the time. But yeah, back then, if I remember right, the 80s, we had things like bloody Masters of the Universe, Inspector Gadget, and all that kind of stuff. But as I said, you know, you go to dog's barking at someone now. Just give me a second, I'll be back. I think he wants to go out for a wee. Hang on. Oh, sorry about that. It was a delivery at the door. So Snoopy's snozzle and ears are certainly working well because I heard nothing then. Anyway, yes, where were we? Was moaning about, I don't know, how great cartoons were back in the 80s and I hated this cartoon so much. And everything's CGI now and rubbish. It all looks the same. Back to the game though. I can't believe they even bothered releasing this because, I mean, we had... Did I mention earlier Yogi's Great Escape by was it not High? It might have been High Tech actually. That was a great little game, and it was only for a £7.99 asking price, something like that. That's reasonable. Had loads of parallax scrolling. It had a really nice tune as well. This is 3 times as much price tag, and it's horrible. The sound, the music is ear wrenching. That laughter is horrible. Tom's face is repulsive and creepy when he jumps in the air. The inertia, the collision detection is all wrong. It isn't a good game. It shouldn't have even supported a budget price, let alone seeing the light of day on the 16 bits. I think it came out on the ST as well, I'm guessing. It's a sort of game that looks like it's easily ported from one system to the other between the ST and the Amiga. Copy and paste job. Yeah, I didn't see this back in the day, and it certainly would have come out of my flipping disk drive very quickly if I did put it in, even if it was a pirate copy. Dreadful. The price tag is criminal, and I'm putting that down to license. You know, who did Tom and Jerry? Was it Warner Brothers or was it Fred? I can't remember. Fred Freeling, was it the guy that produced the cartoons? I can't think. Or was it MGM? Might have been MGM. I don't know. It's one of those big bloody things. So I'm guessing that's a lot of the reason why the price tags are why they got to pay licenses. But surely you would have sat down, guys, and thought, who's going to pay £25 for this? This is no more than £7-8 max. In 1989, Shadow of the Beast came out that year. Might not have aged well, but compared to this, would you rather pay Shadow of the Beast in 1989 when it first came out, or this at the same time when this came out? I mean, awful. So, yeah, nothing good about it at all, is there, Ray? So I'm going to give that a... Yeah, I'm going to give that a... I'm going to give that 87 shits. Would have been slightly less, but that price tag is just inexcusable. Inexcusable. How many bought this game? I'd love to see how many. I'd love to know the real amount of copies that were actually sold, even before it reached a bargain bucket price, whatever, budget price, if it ever came out budget price. Apparently it's a Tom and Jerry 2. I've had a look at that. Looks exactly the same. I can't see any differences really. Apart from maybe a couple of different levels or something, but the title screen's the same. It doesn't have a 2 on it. It's just, I don't understand what the difference is there. It's like it's had a slight update and released again. I have no idea, but I just love to know how many copies of this was sold for that price. 24.95 was it, or 99? Unbelievable. Right, okay, that's it for me this edition of Shit Game Time. Thank you very much for joining me. Please leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Can they justify the price tag for this? And does it even justify being seen the light of day on the beloved Amiga? I think not, especially when you got Yogi's Great Escape for a third of that price, which is actually a quite good little game. Awful. Anyway, 3 videos about to pop up. Random Shit Game Times for you to enjoy. And the top right, left video will be the usual place, the video that you click if you want to name a game to be shamed and for me to flush into the vault of shitness. That's the video to go to, and you name the request there. So check that out. There's never enough Shit Game Times. They're all coming in, and there's bound to be a lot more too. So there we go. See you next time. Until then, Zeus out of Shitsville.